Skywars is a minigame on Hypixel with almost a decade of history. One part of it that I feel doesn't get enough recognition is the speedrunning world records that have been constantly pushed over the years. There are several categories for many different modes, but today we will be focusing on the most competitive and well-known one. And after over 3 years, the world record was finally broken for this category. This is the quest for the fastest Skywars win. Hypixel Skywars is a minigame where you spawn against 11 other players and attempt to be the last one standing. At its very basics, you spawn with a kit of your choice, loot chests, and kill other players to win. However, there is much more that goes into this and why certain aspects of Skywars make getting the fastest win incredibly difficult. To put this into perspective, I have nearly 44,000 wins in Skywars, and my fastest time is still 6 seconds slower than the current world record. So what makes this record so difficult? If you think about what needs to happen for the fastest win, it would make sense that you'd have to kill as many people as fast as possible and be the last one alive. But having the skill and game sense to be able to kill players quickly and without dying is already quite difficult, and it takes a lot of practice to achieve. Skywars is also made in a way that makes this difficult, as the spawn islands are usually quite spread out and it takes some time for you to be able to fight each other, which results in a major time loss. Luck is also a major factor too, because Skywars is a game that heavily depends on RNG, and this is because of items being randomly generated in island chests and mid chests. Mid chests can also heavily impact how much gear you have because they can give you items that are extremely powerful and make killing people much easier. In addition to chests, the skill of fast chest looting is also vital, because the faster you loot a chest, the less time you lose looting and the more time you can spend killing other players. These are the ideal factors that will allow the fastest Skywars win. However, some players have gotten the fastest win through other ways as well, and this can be seen in the very first world record submitted by Penguin, where they used a specific kit to their advantage to rush people instead of looting chests, which saves some time. This run was quite sloppy to say the least, so Penguin managed to improve their time to 48 seconds only 21 days later. In this run, they used a very similar strategy on the same map, but this time they used a different kit that gives a jump boost and speed potion, so they didn't have to spend time bridging. However, you may have noticed that Penguin only won with 3 kills and didn't seem to get that many kills at all. And this is the biggest factor of this world record, the clumsiness of other players. The faster everyone kills each other or falls into the void, the less players you have to kill, and therefore you can win faster. This will become more and more of a time saver as the runs progress. After Penguin, they retained the world record for over 2 years until a player named MC Endercraft finally beat it by winning 12 seconds faster. Once again, Ender played on the same map that Penguin did and used a similar strategy. However, this time Ender goes Night Kit to get a weapon that deals a lot of damage, so they can kill players faster. But once again, Ender gets really lucky with how many players end up dying on their own so fast. Then, about 10 months later, the Henster22 improved the time by another 10 whole seconds, playing on the same map but going a kit that gives a lot of armor. In this run, the faster gameplay is more apparent, but the extreme luck that Henster got in this game is very apparent with how quickly everyone dies. The next time improvement is where the games began to become unbelievable. It took another year for the time to be improved by just 3 seconds by latest editions, with the craziest luck imaginable. Latest editions only got a measly 2 kills, and got insanely lucky for everyone else to either kill each other or fall into the void. This kind of luck is absurd, so it isn't surprising that this world record stood for over 3 years. However, out of nowhere, only a couple months ago in September of 2024, a player by the name of Pondaline improved the time by another 3 seconds and got a time of 20 seconds and 667 milliseconds. Considering how much luck it took for the previous 3 seconds to be shaved off, these 3 seconds had to be just as unbelievable. And they most certainly were. However, this run is almost perfect as all of the elements of a fast win in Skywars were executed to some extent in this game. And especially when Pondaline almost dies at middle, but doesn't get too greedy and comes to clean up the fight. By doing this, Pondaline simply got lucky that everyone else had died very quickly, but Pondaline also used their skill to be able to get a win this fast. For this run to be beaten, it would take an incredible amount of skill and an even bigger amount of luck than what has been displayed, and I think this time will stay for quite some time. I would love to see this time get improved once more though. If you enjoyed this style of video and wish to see more, please let me know your thoughts in the comments as I read all of them. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and if you subscribe, you'll make me very happy. See you in the next one.